name is Marie Belena, and I'm from San Diego, one of the leaders in the San Diego marketplace. You are here today, and you are invited by someone who thought so highly of you. And the gentleman that is in front of us will be someone who is going to bring the information about the business, and he has businesses across United States and across other countries. And I'm taking myself out of the way, and I bring to you Mr. Julian Lewis.
Good evening, everyone. I want to welcome all of you to this evening's training. We're going to go through some information so that you can understand the ACN system. But before I get into the information, I just want to give it back to Marie Belena. She is a regional coordinator within ACN. She's successful in this company. She's a busy woman. She's successful at her job. She's a mom, and she loves helping people to generate results in this company. And she's leading the charge, moving closely to a position we call regional director. So thank you for opening up. Thank you for getting us started this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into a quick 2-minute video that's going to give you an overview of how ACN works. Afterwards, I'm going to come up, recap, give you a little bit about my background, and then we're going to get into the details of the project. Then after that, we're going to go into a training so that you can understand the system that you'll be able to leverage to generate results working part-time in ACN. So let me go ahead and get to the video.
Right now, someone is watching TV, shopping online, sharing on social media, scrolling a news feed, cooking, turning on lights, texting, paying with a credit card, and someone is definitely making a phone call. Now, imagine earning income through your very own business every time a customer pays a bill for services they're already using anyway. With ACN, you can. With a 27-year track record of success, ACN is the largest direct seller of telecommunications, energy, and essential services in the world. Today, we operate in 27 countries and have offices throughout North America, Europe, Latin America, Asia, and the Pacific. We're constantly evolving our portfolio of products to stay ahead of what millions of consumers and businesses need and use every day. Now, ACN has added identity theft protection through ID Seal to its suite of essential services. Thanks to ACN's innovative mindset, we're just getting started, and the world is taking notice. Inc. magazine also recently recognized ACN as a private titan, a designation reserved for the largest and most iconic privately held companies in the world. This is your opportunity to establish your very own ACN business, offering the essential services that people and businesses already use every day, and an opportunity to get paid every time they pay a bill for these services. It's your life. Imagine earning an income on your own terms. That's what ACN is all about, and now you can be a part of it.
Just to recap, ACN is very simple. What we've been able to do is partner with the major providers that you're familiar with. We've done it in multiple countries, and these are for necessities that everyone has to pay for every single month. And we've helped those companies to eliminate the expensive forms of advertising, allowing them to lower their costs to their customer so that their customer can save money. And that's the value of what we do. To just give you a little bit about my background so we're not complete strangers, my name is Julian, and prior to getting involved with this project, I was a senior systems engineer. I was working roughly 80 to 90 hours a week at my job. I was averaging 50 to 60 flights a year, which put me in a situation where I really didn't have a lot of time for myself or my family. But good fortune came my way. I was introduced to this project by my first mentor in this industry, who shared with me a system that allowed me to replace my six-figure income and enabled me to come home to my family. But most importantly, I was able to become the type of father that I felt my daughter deserved. And as we go through this information, you're going to understand why someone as busy as I was able to build this around my schedule, and how busy people, as well as people with different schedules, can insert themselves into the equation in ACN and generate results as well. So let me go ahead and get to the slides, bring this back up so that we can get this thing started. So if you take a look here, as I bring up the slides, the first slide talks about the background of the company. So ACN is the world's largest at what we do. We have an established track record. We've been around since January of 1993. We're in 27 countries, 5 continents. We did over $4 billion over the last few years, and we've been able to acquire millions of customers dealing in essential services for the home and the business. Services like cell phone, high-speed internet, bundled services, television, energy, security and automation, payment processing, and identity theft protection. And that's just the beginning right now, because we are moving into this month into insurance as well. And guys, when you hear what that means, you're going to be blown away. But we're dealing with brand names, companies like DirecTV, Frontier, Dish Network, Vivint Home Security, Spectrum Cable, and AT&T, just to name a few. And the reason, again, why these companies have partnered with us is because of our business model. See, most service providers use expensive forms of advertising like media and internet marketing in hopes to attract customers. What ACN does is bypasses the expensive advertising and goes direct to the customer, saving the customer money, but also leaving enough left over to do some good in the world. And we're doing that through our project, Feeding Kids charity. We have in connection with Feeding America and Food Banks Canada, when a customer is acquired, a child gets fed. And so that's the simplicity of our business. And what's exciting is it allows people that want to generate more to partner with ACN, where ACN takes care of the heavy lifting. They take care of the accounts payable, accounts receivable. They take care of the global expansion. All we have to, they even give us a blueprint to follow step by step to get results. All we have to do is plug in and be coachable and apply work ethic, and we can start to earn with the company. And so when you get started with ACN, you get all of that, and the cost is only $199 startup, which covers your personalized website, marketing tools, tracking and reporting, and complete customer support. And as you build your business and expands into multiple cities, states, and even countries, the cost, the overhead monthly expense is only $25 to run ACN. And you get your own online business that you can introduce to anyone, anywhere around the world, and start earning right away. So with that being said, let me share with you how you get compensated. The first way is through personal bonuses. When you refer customers, you get upfront bonuses. Your first 3 services will pay you out a $75 bonus. 2 more services will earn you a $200 bonus. And from that point forward, every 3 additional services will pay you another $200 bonus. And there's no limit to the amount of times you can do that every calendar month. On top of that, as your customers start to pay their monthly bills, you're going to receive a percentage on each of their monthly bills. You have the opportunity to start out earning 3% on all the monthly commissionable revenue coming from your customers' bills. But as you gather more services, you're able to increase your percentage and even max out at earning a full 20% on all the monthly commissionable revenue coming from your customers' bills. And as you share this opportunity with others, some are going to decide they want to save money on their bills and become your customer, while others are going to decide they want to participate as independent business owners. And when people join ACN as business owners, they don't just join ACN, they join as a part of your organization or as a part of your team. And when they go out and gather customers, they're going to get compensated, but as a part of your team, so will you. You have the opportunity to earn bonuses that are paid out weekly when your team acquires customers, ranging between $50 and as high as $350 each time that occurs. And as your team members' customers pay their bills every single month, not only does your team get paid, you will earn 4% monthly commissionable revenue on every single customer that your team brings to the table. And as you and your team gather more customers, you're able to earn positions that will allow you to increase your bonuses, increase your residual income, and take vacations all around the world. And so what's the next step? For someone that likes the idea of participating as an independent business owner, we're going to show you how to enroll, how to utilize the support system, participate in training, and start acquiring customers, because you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. And at this point, the majority of the people that see this information have enough of it to be able to make a decision on where they see themselves participating in ACN. So I'm going to show you this next slide, and I want you to think about which category you see yourself fitting in. Whether you're a category 3, like my mom, you love the idea of supporting a friend or family member, and you want to save some money on a bill. If that's the case, we thank you for your support and looking at becoming a customer. If you're category 2, that means you're interested, but you have a few questions. I was a category 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to get your questions answered so that you can make the best decision for you. And if you're a category 1, you're more like Marie Belina, who got us kicked off this evening. And when she saw this through a quick 10-minute video, she saw it through a friend that she trusted. She knew that it was simple, and she felt that she could do it. So she got started in the business right away. So if you're number 1, we want to welcome you to the team. We congratulate you, and we look forward to locking arms with you as you embark on your journey with us. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is the information. What we're going to do right now is we're going to show you how to put it into action. There is a lot of great things that I share with you, concepts like doing something once and getting paid over and over again, called residual income, leverage, building a team, and sharing with each one of those people the opportunity that you have and being able to earn more because you're working through the efforts of others, and the opportunity to get paid on necessities that people are going to be paying for every single month, regardless. Those are the things that you're going to see put into action as it relates to this training. So let me go ahead and get started in the training. The first thing that I want to talk about is the fact that what you're going to see here is a blueprint. This is something that allows anyone that sees ACN to build a business, whether you're busy, whether you're on the East Coast or the West Coast, whether you're in a different country, no matter if you're a doctor, an attorney, or an entrepreneur. If you follow this system, you can get the results of countless people before you that have done so in their own lives, in their own households. The first step is to set up your personalized website. It's designed for peaking and customer acquisition. We help you to log into your independent business owner back office, and we select activate. You can pick the name of your website that you want specifically to you. And then from that point forward, we get you ready with the most important part of building ACN. This is the foundation of what you do in this business, and it's your mindset. Mindset is everything, because how you show up in ACN will dictate the result that you generate in this business. So the first thing that we want to talk about when it comes to mindset is the reason why you're doing this business. You want to determine the reason. My reason when I got involved was my newborn baby girl. I wanted to be the type of father that was in her life physically and not just financially. I wanted her to grow up and know what it meant to be loved by the first man in her life, which was her daddy. I wanted to make sure that, and there was nothing that I could do in my corporate job that was going to allow that. So I saw a way through ACN, and that way and that feeling and the thought of me being home for my daughter kept my feet to the fire. When I was tired, it allowed me to push through. When I didn't feel like it, it allowed me to push through as well. So you want to identify a reason why that's stronger or bigger than just yourself. Whether it's time with family, pay off some bills, help with college education for your children, to help your parents, a family vacation, or to give more to charity. If it's bigger than you, it'll push you to become bigger than you are right now to be able to get the job done, because your future self can do it, but you have to grow into that individual to be able to accomplish the result. Then the next thing is to think like a business owner. Understand that business owners make decisions. They understand that there's a learning curve. Some things are going to come quickly, others aren't going to come as quickly, but that's how a learning curve works. Emotional roller coasters, there are going to be ups and downs associated with ACN, because ACN is associated with life. You want to develop the right mental attitude. Understand that some will, some won't. So what? We keep what we call sorting and moving on to the next individual. Having long-term thinking is extremely important to getting success in ACN, and having the thought process to never quit. And if you do those things, you already are setting the right foundation to build a large business within this company. Now, let's get to the functions of what you're going to be doing in ACN. First thing is we're going to make a list. And the interesting thing is, most of you already have a list. We focus on what we call warm market, and there's a reason for it. It's because when we've looked at the data, and I want to make sure some of you that are new, some of you that have been in this business for a very long time, I want you to understand something. ACN starts and focuses on warm market because they have already looked at the data, and the data has proven that the majority of people that focus on warm market have success faster and larger because the relationship is already in place. So you want to put down everyone. And what is your list? Your warm market is what? Social media, your social media list, whether it's your friends list, your followers list, it's your cell phone list. If you still have a Rolodex, it's that. It's your email contacts. All of those are your warm market lists of people you know. You don't want to prejudge. You want to put down everyone that you're loosely associated with so that you can contact everyone ASAP. And then you want to sort. We're not looking to contact people to sell them or convince them. We're just looking to sort through, expose them to the chance to take a look and see how they feel after they look at the opportunity. And what we're really looking for is to get the people on your list off of your list and to ask them for their opinion. See, when you ask somebody for their opinion, people get excited to be able to offer it up. I know that when I was younger, my parents wanted to give me their opinion even when I didn't ask for it. I don't know if any of you can relate. So with ACN, it's as simple as, hey, listen, I'm excited about something, but I trust you and I value your opinion. Would you give me 5 minutes of your time so that you can give me your opinion on something important that I'm doing? And while you do that, it's going to open up more people to take a look, and the more sets of eyes that you have being exposed to ACN means the more results you're going to get. Because when people take a look, all we're going to do from that point forward, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to sort. We're going to sort them into categories, whether it's category 1, 2, or 3. We're going to allow them to tell us which category they fall in. And you saw the categories in the presentation. Category 1 is someone who loves what they saw and they want to join the team. Category 2 is someone who's interested but has a few questions. And category 3 is someone that likes the idea of supporting their friend or family member and becoming a customer. Now, when we focus on these categories, we find people that tell us which one they are, which is great because that means that you don't have to learn how to sell. This is not a selling opportunity. It's a sorting opportunity, which means that we're just looking for the people that are looking for us. And with that being said, sorting is extremely fun. Convincing is draining. You want to be a professional, listen, sort, and move on. And remember, it's all about timing. People join when the timing is right. Understand this. Some will, some won't, some wait. So what? You want to push forward, because if you get stuck trying to convince someone when the timing is off, you'll miss out on finding the one that is looking for you. I hope that makes sense to all of you guys. I'm really excited about this next part because we have a little bit of recognition that we're going to be doing. And the first person that I want to recognize is someone who just recently promoted to a position of regional coordinator. You heard her in the very beginning. She's had success in acquiring customers as well as building a team. And she's this close to promoting another regional coordinator who is, I have to put it out there, Melanie Evangelista is like less than 40 points away from regional coordinator, and she's only been in the business a very short time. So what I'd like to do is, Maria, I'd like to hear from you about your mindset and how that shifted from when you started to when you started having results. Do you mind explaining that?
Yes, good evening, everyone. So mindset is really important. Like, it's really about, like when I made the decision and then I decided to follow all the steps, and that no matter whatever challenge that I encounter, I just, just plunge on and do it. And when I did that and not think about myself but think about my team, that's when I started having results.
Thank you. So in other words, guys, everyone has emotions, but here's the thing. If you follow the system, it'll work out for you. You'll be able to get the results that you want. And as you get results, something awesome happens. It actually starts to build your confidence, and you're able to do even more when you start to see more happening in your business. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is extremely important, guys, because this is the thing that allows everyone in ACN, new or been in ACN for years, to get paid. And if you don't know what I'm talking about customer acquisition. I'm talking as it relates to personal customer acquisition to generate personal residual income. So let's get right into that. So the first thing I want to talk about is we're going to be going over the details on the process of how to acquire customers. Now, if you want to learn about the details of every single service, how those look, what's going on with each one of the services, you want to go to the full library of product trainings that we have with ACN and get that covered. You can do your own research there, break it down, understand what Vivint is, what Frontier is, what Zoom Energy is. You can look at all of that online and study it through our YouTube-like videos that will train you on that portion of it. We're going to be talking about this evening how to acquire customers and the mindset you want to have in doing so. So if you take a look at this slide that I'm going to bring up, the first thing that you want to do is you want to become your own customer. When it comes to these services, why do you want to become your own customer? Because it's going to build your belief. When you see that it works and that the service works well, you're going to be more confident in sharing it. Number two, it's going to train you on the process that your customers are going to go through, so that if someone asks you a question, you'll be comfortable in answering because you know that part of the process. Number three, you get paid on your services. You have the ability to get paid every month that you pay your bill. Number four, there are services that you can get for free through referrals. So that'll allow you to have a testimonial to share with customers how you're getting free services just for referring people to the business as well. Now, the first step, when you gather your first services, you want to gather your services so that you can become what we call customer qualified, or CQ. There are two ways to do it. You can have 3 services totaling 7 points or 2 services totaling 12 points. Either way, that generates your first $75 bonus when you get that done within your first 30 days. And then here are some of the services that we offer in the United States so that you can get an idea. The services change a little bit in Canada as well as the other countries that we're involved with, but these are the point values of the services that we offer. Every single service has a point value associated with it. And the amount of personal points you accumulate is associated with the percentage of residual income you earn. Now, in the very beginning, as you gather services and those points tally up, you can also earn personal customer acquisition bonuses as you gather more points through gathering more services. An example of someone that has 5 services over here on the right of this slide shows home security through Vivint. That's 8 points. ID Seal is 8 points. ID Seal for their spouse is another 8 points, and then gas and electricity right there. So you have a $200 bonus, and the person hasn't even left their household yet. Not to mention, they had that $75 release before just by gathering their first few customers. So just to show you how that works, it's very simple. And ACN has put in play for the month of April a special bonus for people that are new to go after. And I want you to see how this works. So ACN has increased the points in the month of April. So you can go to the ACN Compass, you can go to look at the compensation plan for the month of April and see all the increases for ID Seal, for Zoom Energy, Flash Services in Canada, and Flash Mobile. Because the services are increased in points, means that you get to the bonuses and the residual income even faster. And ACN did that graciously because they want to see more money in a new person's pocket from the very beginning. Now, if you take a look at our referral programs, we have powerful referral programs for ID Seal, for Zoom Energy, Flash Mobile, and Flash Services, where you can refer customers and get a bonus equal to what you're paying or get free service altogether. So ACN is doing that, compensating you by allowing you to refer and get your services for free. On top of that, there are special bonuses for Flash Mobile right now. Going into the end of this month, you can earn an additional $200 bonus on every 3 qualified accounts you sign up with Flash Mobile. There's no limit to the number of bonuses you can earn until the 30th. You have until the 30th to do that. And then we have Sphere with our Sphere Meter Beat program. We have IBOs and merchants who can both receive a $250 Visa gift card. It's a win-win. This results if Sphere cannot meet or beat the customer's current processing rate. So they're going to get a bonus if we can't get them as a customer. And then we have a special bonus for Zoom Energy on every 5 new energy customers you refer from April 1st to April 30th. You're going to get a $200 bonus. There's no limit to the amount of times you can do that this month as well. Now, for people that are brand new, if you go out there, as long as you have a start date in April in the United States or Canada, and you go out and reach executive team leader within your first 30 days with a minimum of 15 points coming from your organization, you will receive a $425 bonus. This bonus is in addition to the $75 personal customer bonus. And so there's so much on the table right now. That's $500 extra dollars. And as you gather more customers, you can increase your bonuses. You can go out there and do so much, and you can look like this little dude in this slide jumping up for joy right now. So that's all great. Now, if you take a look here, this is what the percentages look like. Remember, I mentioned that when you gather customers, you accumulate points. And so because of the increased points, you get to your percentages that are increased faster. You have 1 to 39 points is 3% personal residual income, which means on all the commissionable revenue, monthly revenue, you'll receive 3%. But you can go all the way up to as high as 200 plus points. And if you get to break through 200 points, what will ultimately happen is you'll be able to earn a full 20% on all of the monthly commissionable revenue that is getting paid by your customers paying their bills every single month. And so that is where you want to get to as quickly as possible. And the way to get there, here's what's exciting. That sounds like it's overwhelming. When I first saw that, I said, wow, that's great, but that seems like a lot. And the way you get there is through our 7-day game plan. By doing the 7-day game plan and repeating, you can reach the 200 customer points. See, all we're going to do is we're going to help you to get your first 5 services, become customer qualified, and then we're going to launch you with your own private business Zoom and repeat. By doing that, when we show this business and we ask people for their opinion, remember, some are going to become customers, some are going to become business partners, and in the process of doing that on repeat, you're going to get those people who become customers, and that's going to increase your percentages. And as you share it with people and they join the team and gather customers, that's going to promote you to the positions within the company. So to show you some of the point breakdowns, we have electricity and gas, where you up to 2 points for residential as well as business. And then we have in the month of April, we have 8 points for Vivint. We have ID Seal, where we have increased points as well, like I mentioned before. And then we also have increased promotion where the bonus is $500 for $75 CQ, as well as getting the ETL with a minimum of 15 points from your team. So there's so much that's on the table right now for you to go after. It's really an exciting month to build ACN, and we couldn't be more blessed to be a part of a company that is doing this right now. So what I want you guys to hear from is someone who is doing incredibly well. All right. She got started. I want to tell you, because I like bragging on people that are doing great things. She got started in the business. Her first 7 days, reached the position of executive team leader. In less than a couple of weeks, she then promoted her father to executive team leader as well. In less than 30 days, she made close to $2,000 in her first 30 days. But get this, while she was moving her whole family from an apartment to a new home, you guys know how hectic that is if you've ever moved. On top of that, she's working 50 plus hours a week as an IT professional, and she was able to get that all done. And now she is less than 40 points away from the position of regional coordinator. So I would love for you guys to hear from Lonnie Evangelista. If you don't mind, could you share just real briefly a little bit about your background, why you got involved with ACN, and where you see yourself going in the future?
Hello, everyone. My name is Melanie Evangelista. I work about 50 to 60 hours for the state of California as an IT specialist. I don't have kids, but I'm supporting both my parents and my niece. I joined ACN because I see the opportunity for me to build I see the opportunity for me to save on the bills that we are already paying and to earn extra income. And of course, my most favorite part is to have tax write-offs. In joining ACN, I see myself build another stream of income and of course, for me to retire early. So that is my goal, and we all can do it.
So, Lonnie, I have to say something. You're extremely busy, but you were able to do what? Did you do something special? Like, what were you doing that allowed you to get to less than 40 points away from regional coordinator right now? Like, what did you do? Had you had experience in the business or in the industry before? What happened?
I don't have any background in selling business or whatnot. I just followed the system. I followed all your trainings, Julian. So, and of course, ACN also. So I see to a point if I can make it on some of the trainings and the events, I would even virtual. So I would join that. So those really helped me, and then of course the support of my team, who's always there.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that, and thank you so much for being on. We're so excited for you to reach that position. So I'm looking forward to getting you promoted here real soon. Now,
Yes.
guys, this is amazing because I don't know if you heard what she said, but even as busy as she was, all she did was follow the system, and she followed the system. She didn't have any experience in the business, and in doing so, not only was she able to gather the customers and be where she's at, but she's also been able to build what we're going to be talking about next is a team. And in building a team, you're able to get paid overriding residual income. And so let's get right into it. When you build a team, ACN is going to pay you through what they call levels. All right. The way the levels work is like this. Let's say that you personally introduced Marie Belena to ACN. Marie Belena would fall on your first level, level 1. She go out and get customers. You have the opportunity to make 4% on all of her customers, if you see there. Now, let's say Marie, she introduced me. I would fall on your level 2. And on the customers I gather, you have the opportunity to earn 4%. If I introduced Melanie, she would fall on your level 3. If Melanie introduced Sam Foster, he would fall on your level 4. And if Sam Foster introduced Pat Robinson, she would fall on your level 5, okay? Now you have the potential to get paid 4% on all the customers. And so let's say if each one of us referred in our first year 100 customers, we have 100 paying customers. That would mean you have the potential to get paid 4% on 500 customers' monthly bills, okay? But here's the trick. You can get paid on levels 1 through 5 so long as you have 75 personal customer points. So if you're at 15 points right now, that means you need 60 more points to lock it out so that you get paid on all 5 levels of residual income. Does that make sense to everyone? So I wanted to break that down. Now, here's what's really cool. Let's say on level 6, you introduce, Pat Robinson introduces Natasha Ismail on level 6. Well, when you hit RVP, you then get paid levels 5 to infinity, which means that Natasha could be on your 1,000th level. And if you're an RVP, you're still going to get paid a percentage on that. So it pays to keep going, keep growing, because as you promote to RVP, you're going to get paid not on the tip of the iceberg, you're going to get paid on the whole iceberg. All right. So that's how that works when it comes to residual income. So how do we get to overriding residual income? How do we get to building a team? There is a system. You can take a screenshot of this. This will help you tremendously. This is our blueprint to having a massive launch and doing this the right way. And when you heard Lonnie say she only followed the system, this is what she's talking about. So we do what's called a soft opening. The first thing is a soft opening. We set a date, we set a soft opening. So here's what I want you to do. I need you to take your phone and text your mentor that you're working with and set a time for your soft opening right now. And I know some of you look like you're scared. I can read thoughts. Don't be scared. I see you. Just send a text. Trust me, it'll all work out. If you like the idea of being less than 40 points away from regional coordinator and being new, then I would highly recommend you text the person right now. You want to pick a time that works for both you and your mentor, okay? So that's the first thing you want to do. Second thing is make a list. Remember that list that I talked about in mindset training? You want to make a list of every one of those people, okay? Your closest contacts at the top of the list: family, close friends, closest coworkers, and what we call flat tire friends. Here's why. The closest people to you are, you know their schedule a little bit better than everyone else, okay? So you want to put those ones there first. And then number 3, this is key. You want to use the great news announcement script. I'll show you what that is in a second. And then you schedule a call time with your contacts. And that call time, you're going to be doing a 3-way call with your contacts and your mentor/sponsor. All right. So let's take a look at this. Hope you screenshotted it. Here's the next page. We talk about the script. You can screenshot this as well. Okay. Let me just bring it all up so you can just screenshot it all. Here it is. So here's what the text looks like. OMG, I'm really excited. I have great news. When do you have 2 minutes to talk? Evelyn Mansky, I promise you, if you text somebody this exactly, especially any of your friends that might just be a little bit nosy, if you text them, they're going to be so excited to hear, girl, what's going on? I can talk right now. You guys get what I'm saying? If you text somebody this and they're at work, they're going to try to get a break so that they can contact you, because this is going to get people excited. Notice I said, OMG, I'm really excited. I have great news. So they already know it's great. When they call you, their energy is already going to be up. And so you told them it's only 2 minutes. So everyone has 2 minutes. So when they tell you when they have 2 minutes, first of all, I need to warn you. Evelyn, I need to warn you. When you do this, some of the people are going to try to call you immediately. Like, they're not going to even wait for you to say, they're going to try, you're going to see the phone ringing right away. Just send them the voicemail to say, I didn't say right now. When you have 2 minutes to talk later, they're going to be excitedly anticipating your call. Okay. And then you schedule the time to talk, you get your mentor involved and say, hey, so my bestie tried to call me back. She said that she's available at 4. Now your mentor knows the time. You schedule it with your mentor, and you're going to call your bestie with your mentor at 4. That's the 3-way call. So I'm breaking this down really step by step so everyone understands the process. All right, Fetty, you getting this? So this is how this works. And then the step 4, you invite them to an exclusive soft opening. Okay, you invite them to the exclusive soft opening. And so what I usually do is I let them know, hey, we're doing like a business reveal. So when I'm doing the 3-way call, I say, you know, I'm really excited that Evelyn got you on the phone. I don't know if she's told you anything, but I'm helping her develop a business, and we're going to be doing a reveal for that business to only a few close friends. She said, you were one of her best friends. She said some great things about you. Hopefully it's all true, right? And so I say stuff like this, and then what happens is they get excited, and then I tell them, listen, when I get off the phone, you're probably going to want to ask Evelyn questions. The business reveal is on, and that's the date of the soft opening, let's say Sunday. The business reveal is on Sunday. Evelyn is not allowed to reveal anything until Sunday. So do we have your word? Will you be joining us on Sunday for the business reveal? Perfect. I'm looking forward to seeing you on Sunday. I can't wait to get your opinion. Guys, it's that simple. If you keep it that simple, and I know some of you, Belinda, you're like, man, if someone told me that, I would be excited as a friend, right, Belinda? So I know if you do this and you keep your language fresh and up to date, people will be excited to participate. Now, here is the grand opening. The grand opening, so the soft opening is to get in front of the closest people right away. That's special. The grand opening, when a business does a grand opening, who do they invite? Everyone. And that's who you invite. So for the grand opening, here are the steps. You can screenshot this as well. You want to set a date, schedule your PBZ date and time now. So you want to also schedule that. So text the person you're working with and schedule your PBZ date now. And then you want to make a list of everybody. We blitz. Blitz means we don't think about it. We just do it. We don't prejudge. We don't think about how long it's been since we talked to that person. We don't think about if they're going to like me after none of that stuff even really happens. It's just weird things that we think of in our head to stop us from doing something. So you want to put everyone on the list, and then we want to reach out. And here are the numbers, just so you know. I love to give everyone the right expectations, Daryl Ranson. So check this out. 50% of the people that you reach out to will respond. What does that mean, Daryl? That means 50% of the people you reach out to won't respond. What is that called? That's called normal. Don't get emotional about it. It's just the numbers, all right? The bigger your blitz, the more customers and IBOs you enroll. Your goal is to get results right away, not to get everyone to join. Again, I'm going to say that again so everyone gets this. Your goal is to get results right away, not to get everyone to join, okay? If you understand that, this is going to be fun. And then when everyone sees it, we're going to share with them the categories, and they're going to tell us what category they fit in. So let's schedule your PBZ right away. Schedule it. There's a gentleman who had no experience in this industry. He lives in Illinois. A lot of you hear Mr. Thomas shout him out in the mornings now. He's an executive team leader. He's on Lonnie's heels to getting the regional coordinator as well. He's actually in her organization, okay? And he is a single father. Check this out. He works a full-time job in corporate as well as a part-time job in the evening times in retail, and he's doing ACN spare time, and he's still lapping people in the business, okay? I have to say that because he's following the system. He was scared to death that he wouldn't have success when he joined because he had never done anything like this. But he followed the system and since then has gotten results. So Jekko, if you don't mind, could you share a little bit about your background, why you got involved, and what following the system has done for you?
Yes, hello everybody. My name is Jacko. I'm a compliance specialist in Illinois. I also do part-time in retail. I choose ACN to have some kind of an income with my son, because I do have a son that is growing. He's going to college by next year. So I decided to to go to ACN, and by following the system, what Julian and Lanny, who invited me, I achieved some kind of a relief to add as my extra income. Inviting customers can be very hard sometimes, especially that most of the people I know is very busy on their own career, and me myself, I'm only available every weekend. So I keep myself also attending on trainings every day to help me achieve more customers. This is my mindset of believing in myself and believing in ACN, which result me to 100% success in achieving the residual income that I have been doing. Now I already have 2 legs of friends of my team, which I started only last December, hoping it will grow more and I continue to help others on this opportunity. I joined ACN because I also want the bonus. I already got the bonus last December. I do have tax write-offs as well, so it helps me a lot. So thank you.
Thank you, Jacko. And Jacko is so humble. So I hope you guys caught that. He can only build this business on the weekend. But in doing so, not only did he make the bonus, but he was able to earn residual income already, which is so attractive. That's why we get involved with the company. So Jacko, thank you for sharing. And I'm excited for you to get to regional coordinator as well. This is exciting, guys. So next up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap this up, and we're gonna talk about something that is like, if your ACN business is like a small fire, this next part is like pouring gasoline on the fire. All right. So I hope you guys, if you haven't taken notes up until this point, this is probably when you want to figure out whether your pen works or your keyboard fingers are still working out well, because we're going to be talking about the training events. The training events are everything. So when you heard Jekyll say he gets on and attends the event every day, he's talking about this event right here. Monday through Friday at 8:55 a.m. We have guest speakers that will attend on Senior Vice President Mr. Al Thomas's conference call number. You can do that conference. You don't need a PIN number anymore, so you can disregard that PIN. But that conference call number, 615-566-0532, that'll let you in. You don't need a PIN. And when you get on there, you'll be able to take notes. It's from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. usually. And you have the opportunity to learn from people that are winning big in the company. All right. So let's look at what we really do in ACN. So what results we get are what I just talked about. So the results are customers coming in, right? The results are business partners joining. But what do we actually do? See, that's important to know that there's a difference. So what you and I actually do, we're in the promoting business. We actually promote events. The events do the work for us. And so all you and I have to become are professional promoters. And if you've never heard this is going to change a lot in your mindset as this business. So even the soft opening that I mentioned, all we're doing is sending out a message, OMG, I'm excited, I have great news. What is that called? You're promoting your soft opening. And then what's next? Next is your private business Zoom. I said you want to make a list of everyone you know and contact them ASAP. What is that? That's promoting. You're promoting to them an event that they're going to be able to be exposed to, where you want to ask their what? You want to ask for their opinion. And then we have our training. You have it on Saturday, the second Saturday of every month. Why do you want to promote this to new people? Because you have people that are going to be on here that know how to train on how to win in ACN. So instead of it having to be you that trains them, you can have them be trained by people that are effective, not at just doing it, but also effective in delivering it so that people can understand. Can we agree sometimes there can be people that are great at doing what they're doing, but they are horrible at explaining it? And so they can do it well, but they'll confuse you if they try to teach you how to do it, right? So you have people that are training that are effective not only at doing it, but they know how to train on it so that people understand. And then the big one, the co-founder run trainings. And these are the regional events like the Elevate events and the Emerge events. These events will do more for you than you can ever do yourself. See, in my first 6 months in this business, I was able to rise to a position that most people didn't accomplish in that time. I was able to generate income that I could have never even imagined. And it wasn't because of me. It was because I got to an international training event and I got my team members to that event. And at those events, the best of the best in the company poured into us. And we were able to go back into our marketplace 12 to 18 months ahead of people who didn't go. And that's why we won so big. That's why I was able to come home to my family. That's why I've been able to be home for years, generate a residual income that is enormous. These are the reasons why. It has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with following a system. And if you guys could get committed to that system, you're going to have results. And here's what getting committed to that system means. It means that you need to get registered for the next event coming up in September. And here's why. It's because commitment is doing the thing that you said you were going to do long after the feeling you had when you said it has left you. When you're committed to something, you see it through. And if you get registered now, some people say, well, I need to line up everything first. And what I shared with my team just last week is, if you're leaving the house to go to work and you say, I'm not going to leave my driveway until all the lights turn green, you'll never leave your driveway. And that's how some of you are trying to get ready for the international training event. You're trying to wait till all the lights turn green. And that'll never happen. You want to get registered now. And when we get to a light, we figure out a solution to the thing that we need to do. And the reason is this. If I didn't go to my first international, I would have never heard a story that moved me to the point that I knew that I needed to do everything in my power to make this work. And if I didn't hear that story, chances are I would not have been in ACN after that. And if I wasn't in ACN, then I wouldn't have been able to meet the people who became team coordinators, regional directors in my organization that have been able to change their lives because someone pushed me out of my comfort zone to get registered for an event I didn't understand the importance of. But I had to have faith, and I had to allow my commitment to be coachable to lead me in a direction that I needed to go so that I could be home with my family. And the value in being able to be home with my daughter from the moment she was 6 months old, I was able to be home, to now 16 years old, and knowing that the relationship we have would not have been possible. Here's what's scary. Had I not gone to that international event, because that's what set me up to be able to be home and be able to be there in her life for years, picking her up from school, taking her home, field trips, all the in-person events, everything that she needed, and all the things that she deserved. And the reason why I'm just having a heart-to-heart with all of you is because sometimes I think that we get so wrapped up in a narrative of what we think business is, that we forget that this is not about business. This is about freedom. See, time's the most valuable commodity you have on this planet. And if it costs you a couple $100, if it costs you to get a plane ticket, to get registered for the event and to get a hotel room. And it was life-changing to the point where you were able to get your time freedom back. Then why would you look at the cost when the value clearly outweighs it? We got to start thinking about what's valuable. And what's valuable is your time. And anything you can invest in that gives you your time back is priceless. And so what I would recommend, get registered tonight. Don't hesitate. Don't wait to overthink it. And then let's make that decision right by getting you set up with your soft opening, your grand opening, and getting you on your way to your promotions and your payouts within ACN. So with that being said, everyone, I hope you got a lot of value out of today's training. We want to keep everything condensed at an hour. So hopefully you were able to get everything that you needed. And if you need a little bit more, you can feel free, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can connect with me on Instagram at @ejulianlewis, and you can send me a message personally if you have any questions, and I would love to help you be successful on your journey. And again, like I said before, we look forward to locking arms with you as you embark on that journey with us. God bless everyone. Have an incredible rest of your evening, and we'll see each and every single one of you over the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. Take care, everyone.